wanna go for a ride? Better hold tight like you ride a riptide.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, and let's check out some the Crew Motorfest early access. Come on, don't you savers be down or out now. Been waiting all day for this. Been work. I've come in, done the kids' teas. Control audio off, seeing as I'm in. Twitch, good evening, buddy. Is that all I've got on this screen? English, yes, yes. Performance mode, we're keeping dynamic range. Why have I got HDR on? I don't get it. There we are, Pillock. Can't adjust them because that's SDR, you muppet. So calibrate the brightness over the darkest parts of the image. Works on an HDR. We'll go halfway. Let's try halfway. We'll have to tinker if we have to. Sharky, good evening, buddy. So what we got here? Intermediate. Racing line full. Traction control sport. ESP sport. Drift assist sport. Counter steering assist on. I don't want any of that, do I? Right, we're not importing my collection just yet. Reckon's only got 59 cars to come across from the crew too. You can do that at any time. So for the sake of this, the start of this stream, I'm not going to do that just yet. I'll do it a bit later on. So we'll start from scratch, and just in case if any cutscenes or anything kick in, now I will, or when any cutscenes kick in, I'll shut up. So let me just have a look at this. Device manager, there, controls. Adaptive triggers, we've got adaptive triggers on. They're set at 80 by default. I'm pretty sure they, when I played the beta of this, they were fighting back at me, them adaptive triggers were, so we'll leave that as is. Game settings, I think this is where if I want to do the importing of my vehicles at a later date, that's where it is. So game settings it's under. So let's have a look at what we got down here before we get cracking. Freestyle UI on. I'm not sure about that. More immersion if I turn that off. World tags. Now leave them on. Player names on free drive. Challenges, photo ops, music track. Now I'm not sure how this is going to work for you guys, because I'm curious as to whether I'm still going to get the music through my headphones, but you're going to get no music on the stream because I've put streamer mode on. Purely because when I've done with this stream, I'll throw this over to YouTube, and I don't want YouTube just basically copyrighting in the video and blocking it, because that's what YouTube will do. If it's just full of copyrighted video, the whole thing will be muted. I know we sometimes like to give the fingers to the old streamer crap, and streamer mode and whatnot, but we'll leave it as is. Difficulty we've got as expert. Racing line, we've got braking only. Yeah, do you know what? I think I'm good to go here. Just double check. Zodius, good afternoon. Good evening, sorry. God, I'm losing track of time. Let me know if you can hear my fan in the background as well. I have got it on spin, so it's rotating rather than constantly blowing at me and you're getting the old over the mic. I have got it on spin to circulate the air a bit more, rather than centering on me and just eventually ending up blowing hot air at me. So as you know, I've been a big fan of this series for quite a while, and I love the first game because the first game had a story set against the backdrop of racing, a revenge story set against the backdrop of racing and needing to upgrade your cars and working your way up through the ranks so you could get at a main bad guy to avenge your brother. The second game went a little bit completely different. I was going to say a little different then, but it didn't. It went completely different, because it's all about you being a rising star and earning reputation and I don't think it was fans, it was something else. Or was it fans? I can't remember if it was fans or something else, because fans makes it sound like a Forza Horizon game, but I don't think it was fans. I might be wrong, but yeah, it was all about just competing in different events, different disciplines, and working your way up to be the master of those events. This has gone down a similar path, but I think this is edged. From what I played of the beta, this has edged that little bit closer to the Forza formula, let's say. Even to the point now that Gone is what we had in the first two games, which was a scaled down version of the entirety of the US of A. And in this, you've got one Hawaiian island. I forgot the name of which Hawaiian island it is, but it's the one, I believe, the main city on this island is Honolulu, I believe. And there's a volcano in the middle somewhere, or up in the Rockies. So yeah, they've gone as the old big expansive map of the USA, which in a way I'll miss. But if this brings a little bit more of a condensed experience, then great, I'll take that. And now I'll shut up.
Welcome to Hawaii, everyone. Look alive. You're at the Motorfest.
Gather up, everyone. Photo time.
Tell you what, the colours in this, you might not get this on the stream, but it is popping. Wolf. So this is where you pick your bases of your character. I think you can modify them after. Right, I think I'm gonna go with let's go with this. Let's go with this. Don't worry, this is not going to be like Baldur's Gate. I'm not going to be on this for about 2 hours. Whoa, I didn't pick the style. Oh, some wacky stuff going on here. Right, let's go back to the red. Eye colour. Then pick the style again, Muppet. Clothes, what we're gonna give her. Yeah, Baldur's Gate. Jesus. Oh, I like that jacket. Uh, we'll grab them. What sneakers shall we have? Boots or sneakers? We'll go with these wannabe Vans. Let's have a cap. Let's have shades for now. Animations, what we got? Yeah, go on.
All right, everyone, settle down. I know you're all excited. That chopper ride is always a trip. So, welcome again to the Motorfest. I'm Malu, the Motorfest PR, and I'm here to get you up to speed. You are our special guests, athletes, festival goers, car lovers, all gathered here in majestic Hawaii. These are the festival grounds, but we've got the whole island set up for you. We've created a place where you can drive anything, from the iconic to the super customized. It's a Motorfest branded, lovingly crafted car culture celebration. We call these lovelies the playlists. And I'm not just reading from the Motorfest app here either. I tried them out before you arrived. And here, let me show you. This playlist is a unique Motorfest experience. It's called Made in Japan.
And we're in. Jesus.
Made in Japan is the way to experience Japanese car culture. It's where tarmac meets tradition. From mountain peaks to city streets, this neon
Oh my god,
is not
because I've got all them settings off.
Playlist out for you is what I call a perk of the job.
I know what I am going to do. Just quickly, I am going to knock down the music, just so I can hear the engines a bit more. Gameplay music. Vessel music.
Right in the center of all the action, racing these Japanese drift masters, just awesome.
Vam, good evening, buddy.
was amazing. But the next playlist was Off-Roading Addict. A chance to race into the wild.
So it throws you in exactly like Forza as well. So it even copies that from Forza as well. How it throws you in and gives you a teaser and like a taster of the different racing you can do.
Driving off-road gives you an opportunity to carve your own path, to explore the open expanse. The island becomes your playground. Total freedom becomes your creed. Pickups, quads, you're given every chance to go off the beaten path.
Oh my god, whoa, 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 whoa! Pretty much, Wolf. Pretty much. And you've got boats and bags and aeroplanes.
But the next playlist is all about the competition. Aptly named the Motorsports playlist, this one is for the pros. Motorsports is built around racing to the top, the thrill of competing, but it's also about strategic choices, decision-making under pressure.
Come on!
Feeling than triumphing with your team in what some consider the apex of motorsports. Making the call when to go for the pit stop, checking on your rivals. It gets intense. Felt good to be the champion, but then I got to go old school. Vintage Garage, a playlist for the true car aficionado. With these cars, it's not just about the look or the nostalgia. It's how these things drive, how they feel, how they steer. It was quite a challenge, in the best way possible. Out Outside of some collector car park, when would you ever get a chance to take these venerable legends for a spin? That's the power of Vintage Garage. A taste of an age where there was no nitro to boost you and no GPS to guide you. Feels strangely comforting.
Oi! Chalky.
So, out with the old and in with the new, they say. The next playlist is legendary. Lamborghini. A playlist to truly experience the iconic, the trailblazing. I'm running out of adjectives here. As soon as you saw that Lamborghini logo, you knew what this playlist was gonna be. Some of the most recognizable car designs in existence at your disposal.
Whoa!
There's nothing quite like some of these cars. It's like a speed race through the story of Lamborghini. One of power and innovation. Riding the full roster of these legends was a rare privilege. A privilege Motorfest graciously gave me. And now, it's your turn. Like what you saw? Well, those were just the
See, I wasn't driving then, that was just a video.
But we've got to go step by step. Follow me. Look around you. This is what it's all about. Cars, bikes, rides, and good vibes. You'll get to explore the festival soon enough. And let's not forget, we're in Hawaii. And there's no better place to express yourself. Show off your flair. Customize your ride. It's a car culture buffet. Keep up. We're going to go meet the star of the show. Your car, of course. Come on. It's time.
Now I get to pick my first car.
Once you pick your car, I'll hand you over to Kara, your personal AI assistant. When in doubt, you can always rely on her to guide you.
I think, what shall I have? I think for the... oh, they've changed them. I was just about to go over to the right-hand side to pick the car that I had in the beta, and they've changed them anyway. We had this car, but it wasn't a cabriolet version. Look at the detail on the dash. I'm not revving it. I'm not doing the revving. I think, what shall I go for now? I didn't even consider this at all in the beta. I'm gonna have the Mustang. Gotta be done.
AI assistance engaged. All engines go. Driver, I'm Kara. Let me assist you in choosing a playlist. Made in Japan. Race over asphalt and drift through neon in a journey through Japanese car culture. Hawaii Scenic Tour. Discover, explore and photograph the hidden charms and captivating beauty of Hawaii. American Muscle. Show off your street racing spirit by driving some of the most classic and memorable US muscle cars. "911 Legacy, a Porsche story. Experience the true legacy of Porsche and keep these iconic cars pristine.
Means a lot to us to have such incredible men.
Rule the streets. Join the Donut Media team and answer Jane Pumphrey's unique questions, challenges, and car face-offs.
Iconic cars the world has ever seen.
911
Right, I think
Rule the streets. Made in Japan. Hawaii Scenic Tour.
to get us up and running, I'm going to go for this because I think it's a bit more relaxed.
Beauty of Hawaii.
I think it's a bit more relaxed, and I'll get to see some.
A playlist is available,
Scenic.
driver. We're very proud and grateful to present what is probably the most homemade playlist of all. The heart of this one is entirely composed of mountains, jungles, volcanoes, and oceans. But I'm not going to tease you more. I'll let you discover what you're going to experience through the next video.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right, so let me just check something out here. Oh, no, wrong button. How do I get over there? How do I get over that other side? Ah. Is it always online? I can't turn the online off, so I'm going to have other people driving around. It's fine. I'll go with it. I can live with it. Very flashy intros, aren't they?
Ikipamai, you're in for the Hawaii Scenic Tour.
So those are all the events I've got to do. 9 photo ops available as well. See, when I played the beta, I kept getting the flash ups of photo ops, but because I didn't want to do too much of the game in the beta, I wanted to save it and relish it for the final game.
Another activity awaits.
So,
You must have felt it since your arrival. This island is something. And because there is no place like this in 5 oceans, the Motorfest has crafted an experience focused on it. But before exploring Hawaii, let's celebrate it with a quick tour on the Motorfest grounds.
right, let's have a look at this first. How was the volume as well, by the way, guys? How was the volume at your end? So take a picture of the Motorfest wheel located at the Motorfest grounds at sunset. Right, we'll decline that for now. We'll get involved in some of them tonight. Oh, is that the Motorfest wheel there? And I've got to get it at sunset, so I think there's a dynamic night and day on there. Thanks, Wolf. I love you too, Flowet. So this is the first event, and it's going to loan me a car, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to loan me a car. So it's going to loan me the Ford GT. Difficulty options are... Objective is just literally finish the event. So no goal in terms of needing to be within the top 3. So we'll start. Let's get our first proper event under our belt. No, put me at the back, why don't you? Oh my word. They're leaving me for dust because I've got the difficulty setting higher than what I had for the beta.
Driver, how's the race going on this brand new Motorfest
Got 3 laps.
A bit intense, isn't it? But no pressure. The key word here is exploration. You don't have to win to move on to the next race. Enjoy the ride. Victory's just a bonus here.
Oh, there's no
And
chance
while
of
we're
victory.
here, let's start with a guided tour of the Motorfest grounds. Everywhere on this track, you will feel the Hawaiian connection to elements. Look at these sharks. They mark the entrance to the water area.
They've left me.
You can see the sand playground on the left for you to practice your off-road skills whenever you want. Warm and vibrant like Earth, here comes the concert zone. This area is all about getting together and enjoying some great music. this volcano. It's the car meet. Social hub, custom shows, main stage stuffs. You already got the drill, right? Birds up there are a tribute to the last element, air. This is also where you'll find the drift track, first arena of the Drift Experience playlist.
Game.
Motorbest Brown Store is coming to an end. But I still think this was a little intense for this playlist. Why don't we start the real Hawaii Scenic Tour with a more relaxed journey around this amazing island? You'll get a real guide this time, I promise.
In the beta, I was beating everything. I was winning everything. And it kept asking me, do you want to lower it? Do you want to increase the difficulty? And I kept refusing because for the beta, I wasn't too bothered about being challenged. I was just kind of like, I just wanted an easy ride, just to get through and see as much of the beta as I can. But if that's what I'm going to get by upping the difficulty by just one, then my god, I'm in for a rough ride here. I couldn't even, there's no way they were gone. Couldn't keep up with them. I'm not going to retry, because I'm just going to do the events. The first true test will come when I've got to do a race and he wants me to actually finish on the top 3 or 5. And then I'll see whether that was scripted or not, or whether the difficulty is a little bit too high.
No time to rest on your laurels. Keep going, driver. Let's meet Keola. Hawaiian born and raised, he knows these lands like the back of his hand. He loves sharing the culture, history and beauty of Hawaii. First journey to the east, between seafronts, mind-blowing mountains and wild waterfalls.
Oh. No worries, Wolf. Right, give me a second. I'm back. I'm back. The missus just come in with a shop that she's picked up after work, and big bottle of milk was leaking it was leaking from the bottom, so we've just had to concoct a plan to get it switched over to another bottle. Right, where am I going? Am I going there? Right, we'll see how I go here tonight, but I can see me needing to lower the difficulty down here. So this is going to loan me a Volkswagen Combi DAC 1NE edition, which is that thing in the picture there, which is like a squished version of the Volkswagen camper van. It's awesome, to be honest. It is awesome. You put me at the back again. What? Where does he want me to finish on this, by the way? I didn't check the event. I should have checked the event.
Aloha. My name is Keola Nakahiki Raposo. You think you can remember that? Easy, Ron. No worries. You can just call me Keola. I was told that you needed someone to show you around. I'm more than happy to share a story or two along the way. You might want to take some pictures of these places.
Oh,
yeah?
shit.
No worries. I asked Motorfest to take some pics for you. Just cruise and enjoy the ride.
Bastard. Can I'm going to be a thingy here and retry. I might have to tweak the controls. Keep the difficulty high, but tweak the controls so I've got a bit of traction.
My name is Keola Nakahiki Raposo. You think you can remember that? Easy, Ron. No worries. You can just call me Keola. I was told that you needed someone to show you around. I'm more than happy to share a story or two along the way.
She's gonna knock me free, and that is.
Take some pictures of these places, yeah? No worries. I asked Motorfest to take some pics for you. Just cruise and enjoy the ride.
Got me right.
The design on this van, that's the Kind style. He's a local street artist that always sets the mood for the sandy beach over there.
Have I got something in front of me, Van? I have as well.
Save the board. We'll catch some waves later on the North Shore. Get the biggest waves. For now, enjoy the landscape. Take a look at that island over there. That's Molokai. Ko Hawaii Pai'aina, or the Hawaiian archipelago, was said to be pulled up by the magical hook of Maui. That's what my kupuna told me. You can believe it or not.
Oh, look at this, I'm only on 27% of the race. This is a long one then. Whoa, 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 whoa.
The Coconut Resort is just in front. An epic hotel, unfortunately destroyed by a hurricane. The palm trees that line the road is pretty cool. Preps you for the first pit.
Grip, grip. Come on. Ah, the glare off that sun. We're on 66%, come on. Oof.
Another landscape, another photo. Ko'olau Poko. Nah, Nikiya. Just another mountain range? It's actually part of a volcano. We're going that way. Easy, easy.
Can I get this guy in front? Can I?
It's been sleeping for 2.5
I don't think so.
years now. This is the beast side. Kaneohe, land of resources in ancient times. Pretty developed now. Check it out though. Not a bad place to live, huh?
Oh, there's an airpin coming up here.
Check out Manoa Canyon. That's my favorite part of the trail. Cliffs with waterfalls, so peaceful. Right time to recharge your mana.
Come on. I'll take second.
I know an ice cream shop up the road. Take take a break, and relax.
Nice. I just noticed my character on the background doing the worm. What the hell? Oh, no ranked friends yet. What? I think as you level up, if it works in a similar fashion to the other two crew games, the way to improve the car handling and performance and whatnot is with leveling up on parts.
Well done. Let's move on to the following event. We'll get it this time.
Now let's have a look at the map. Oop. So that's Honolulu, I think, down here. Plus you've got an airport. So yeah, they've definitely gone for a more condensed play area with this compared to the other games, clearly, and obviously because the other games had the USA scaled down a tad. That's the Porsche story, that's the American Muscle. And I'm gonna drive to there now. So let's go. Let's make tracks.
So how was your first ride of discovery?
I don't like the way this steers compared to that van I've just been in. I wasn't even going that fast.
This is only the beginning. You'll see, Hawaii is full of enchanting buried places.
Oh, what the? Oh, that's right. They're obviously having a race.
For the next race, the weather is expected to be great. What do you think about a convertible ride in the backcountry?
Oh, I've lost it already. Come on, come on. This car, man.
We have prepared a classic for you from a very famous German brand, the BMW Z4 M40i.
Oh, I lost it again.
manufacturer has always been a leader in the field of roadsters.
Oh, that, whoa, whoa,
From the
whoa.
4 Series through the 8 Series to the M6, there is a significant number of models that have been turned into convertibles. So, to summarize, you'll be driving a BMW, wind in your hair, in one of the most heavenly places on the planet. Oh, I wish I was human.
There you go. Where's him go?
We're almost there. Central Hawaii, the land that beats the living.
So what's this one? What have I got to do here? Just finished the event again. I'm going to finish in top 3, 4 or 5, whatever. It's giving me a BMW. Which is, I think, that one in the picture.
E ha'i mo'olelo ana au ia oe. He ko'i ka mo'olelo. Pela e pili, ai ke kanaka I kono au a puni. E hui, koke aku no. Kaua I ke hoa.
That Bentley in front of me.
First pick. I couldn't resist. These wind turbines are inspiring. Ke hea oe ke hoa. Or rather, how you doing, my friend? Hui. Now you're here. Might be nice to learn a few words besides aloha. The top down on the convertible. Sunflowers everywhere. What a real weekend in the country. The island is dotted with crops everywhere. Sugarcane down south, bananas up north, and pineapples all in the middle. I remember another legend I used to hear. All that you see came to be thanks to the god Lono. Ho! Don't miss that left turn. Lono is the one who brings balance with the wet seasons, making this land fertile. Poetry, but get some sad parts. Oh, shall we? Smile. Nice.
He's just taking a shortcut. Someone did that, I think.
It said that Lono is crying for the woman he lost, Kaikilani. Poetic. I told you. And all his tears make everything grow. Ah, I don't like bother you with too much. You are racing after all.
Damn it. Got me on 69%.
Check out those buildings. Got it. That's Honolulu.
Ah, shit.
Nice. How about we go surf next time?
You can't put your foot down when coming out of corners in this control method that I've got, in this difficulty setting I've got. British weather, why is it pissing down where you are, Wolf? We've had a bit of showers here today, but it's still really warm. But we've had showers, stop and start showers all day.
Well done. Let's move on to the following event. Let's go to the shore.
Oh. Can I tweak stuff? See, I don't want to turn too much of the... No, I'm just going to get used to it. I don't want to turn too many of them on because I don't want to take away from the experience. Where am I going? Right ahead.
You know the serial version because it's a famous board, but we added a little touch of Hawaii to it.
Oh, look at this. Dukes of Waian. So this one I've got to just finish the event again. And it's in the morning. Difficulty bonus plus 25%. Yeah, go on, let's go for it. Look at the state of this car. Love it. Watch the stuff in the back wobble around as I drive.
Oh, is that Ford Bronco made in Oahu? Ah, perfect. This is the exact car we need today. We're going to the beaches of Waimea, where the mountains rise from the water. You know Waikiki? Sure. But there's another precious spot. Trust me. Let's take a photo of this spot. Perfect for surfing.
Jesus.
We call that He'enalu. Everybody here surfs. Duke is the most famous. But long before that, points of every class and calling enjoyed surfing. Bruh, even Lono surfs, although he preferred to surf the heavens. Oh, bruh, look at this lava giant. Majestic.
Oh shit! Hang on.
Let's call this a do-over.
I don't think this is going to go far enough back. This, you see, this is ripped right off Forza, which I think is a bit naughty. Oh, that's benefited me. In no way whatsoever. Bugger.
This black sand comes from that volcano. Trying to walk barefoot on the heat, it's like walking on fire.
Yeah, the ability to rewind is ripped right off Forza. Pretty sure it is. I don't think any other game's done it.
Try go take a look in this cave over here.
Forza Horizon, that is. I don't think you've got it in the regular motorsport games. Oh yeah, it's in F1 as well, yeah, of course it is. Yeah, so Forza can't get the lawyers in, can they, really? Yeah, of course it has. I forgot about the F1 games. Bossy, evening buddy. I think I left that too late.
We arrived at Waikana, my favorite surf spot. The first wave, all you.
Yeah, go on, let's drop it down. And then let's gradually knock it up when I need to.
Congratulations, driver. You've ascended a step closer to being a Motorfest legend. A new reward is waiting for you within the activity menu.
I hope this doesn't make it too easy now with me lowering the difficulty. I'd like something in between.
Congratulations, driver. On to the next one.
What we got here, music-wise? Oh yeah, look at those.
It was inconceivable to show you Hawaii without mentioning surfing. Kyola has his spots, but it's up to you to discover others. The island is full of them. All right, the next stop is a big one. Volcanoes.
Yeah, that's made it easier now because I'm not losing. He said, I spoke too soon. Yeah, you can still lose it if you put your foot down too quick when you're coming out of a corner. Right, let me just park up here a minute now. Let me have a look at something. Park. Let me see if so. Racing line braking only. So even though it's lowered the difficulty, what's it changed? Because the worry was it was going to turn too many of these things here on and take control and skill, or the need for skill, away from me. But it doesn't seem to have turned anything on, so I don't know what it's changed. Because auto braking's off, racing line is braking only, which I want, guidance. I don't get it. I chose to lower the difficulty, thinking that it might turn some of these on and off, but I'd tweak them myself. But traction, yeah, I'm sure they are. Unless it's turned ABS on. I can't remember if ABS was off before. We'll keep rolling with it. Oh, I'm stuck. On game. How far is it? 2 kilometers.
And enter the furnace. So you need a car that is also tough and powerful.
Oh, hang on. Here's another thing. Hang on. Something else. Something else I want to quickly look at. I'm sorry I keep going in and out of options, but I wanted to look at Where is it going to be, if anything? Game settings. There we go. That'll change it to between miles per hour and kilometers per hour, I think.
Camaro Z28.
Yeah, it has. There you go.
Someone once said that this car eats Mustangs for breakfast. It should definitely be up to the task.
I'm driving worse than Vam on ACS, and I'll be the first to admit it, because I'm tweaking around with the game. Because when I played the beta, I left it kind of on easy settings, and when I was winning all the races, it kept prompting me to increase the difficulty. And I thought, you know what? Because I'm playing the beta, I don't want to. I'm just gonna leave it as is, and then I'm gonna up the challenge when it comes to the final game. So I did. I selected the harder difficulty. But that seems to have put it too high for me. But we'll see how we fare now in this race. So all I've got to do is finish the event. It's in the afternoon. It's loaning me a Camaro. So let's see how we fare.
Uolo he paha oi no pele ke o kua. Ka wahine vela ena o ka lua. Nona ke kino kahe a vai. E a e ana I na ala me na ale. E mo olelo awane e kaua nona.
How's it, friend? Hope you enjoy the cool water. Where we're going, the temperature is much higher.
Oh no, you can still lose it.
Welcome to the volcano. All the mountains around you are volcanic. Some are sleeping, but the others, no need point you a picture. Boss Hawaiians, Pele, she's the goddess of the volcano. They say the volcano's activity is the same as her temper. Sometimes calm, sometimes explosive. You're driving in the territory of a fearsome goddess. Definitely worth the fold. Pele continues to make Hawaii. Because of her, we can witness the process of creation. might sound crazy, but volcanoes are a source of luck. Powerful and breathtaking giants that show us the balance of destruction and creation. Awesome. The rocky flows of a few seconds ago has transitioned to a wet and fertile land. This is what Hawaiians proudly call Kulaivi. Another difficult word, huh? There's a nice Japanese temple hidden there, but might be tough to stop.
Oh,
But
balls!
let's take a picture. To keep it simple, Kulaivi is your homeland, the place that claims you, feeds you, and that you take care of.
What are we on? 59%. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Loads of sharp turning coming up. Come on, give me that third place, bastard. Come on. Oh, he uses turbo then, didn't he? Saw him use
Arriva
nitrous.
Insight, well known for its surf and its prawns, obviously.
Oh, bum, look at this corner coming up here.
It feels like the end. The Rainbow Bridge will
No,
make a
I've
perfect
freaking
spot
lost it.
to mark the occasion. Smile.
We're having it. He's right on my ass, he is.
Ah,
Yes! I'll take
I'm a
that.
fan of the volcano one.
It's pushing me, this game, is it? It's pushing. I'm not even level 2 yet. It's going to take some grinding, this.
Congratulations, driver. On to the next one.
Oh, sorry, on the corner. Come on, let's go.
You tasted the harshness of the West. Now I invite you to the wilds of the North. Between sand, asphalt and mud, an all-terrain car is needed. So, here's our response. Neo-engineering, retro touch, wild attitude, all yours for this race, the Dodge Challenger SRT Cross Country Edition.
Dodge what? Oh, Challenger SRT Cross Country Edition. After I've done this one, I'm going to check how many events are left for this playlist.
He mina ka umo o lelo puna hele. Aloha no. Kau aku ka manao. Kau maha ka nao. Ya nae ka mahele e lanai ka manao. A pili aku ko uka pua me ko kaipua. He pili ona mai kai ki aloha.
Hell, took a while grip then, that did. What the hell?
Wild, wild north this time. The less you ride on asphalt, the better you will be. A good start. The white sandy beaches of Cavela Bay. A serene treasure away from the hustle and bustle. A famous resort on your left. Perfect place to spot some honu. So what you think? We should leave the road for a bit, yeah? Check out some untamed paths.
Oi!
These jungles are some of the most unspoiled on the island. Beautiful and unique. Hawaii is more than 2,500 miles away from the nearest land mass. No forest in the world looks exactly like this one.
Jeez. Oh, lost it again, lost it.
Enjoy the winding descent. There's a nice view. You're about to pass right by the Laie Hawaii Temple, or at least behind it. That was quick, but we still got the photo.
Hit.
shadows in the Kaipa Pau forest are great. I love how the sunlight breaks through the tree branches. Going sideways in the jungle. Bruh, I never seen a Dodge Challenger do that before. This one's for the gallery.
Trying to keep him in my sights, at the least. Try and get someone else in this race, see it.
Ka'ava, the northeast beaches.
But, oh, whoa, whoa, did he just cheat? Maybe I should have done it. I thought I got around the corner there to go through a gate. Cheating bastard.
Look, another volcanic beach. Rah, becoming a specialist. There is still much to discover here. White, black, or green.
Oh, we
There
lost
are
it.
literally
Come on.
Beaches of all colors here in these islands.
And I spoke too soon, if I'm going to get penalised for missing that gate. Oh, at least I'm not
That
last.
was a nice trip.
Woof. What a battle for the bloody... not to be in the bottom then. Holy crap. I can't say I've noticed, to be fair, Brian, but I've only watched one stream today, and I only watched for about 15 minutes on my dinner break at work, and it was absolutely fine. Is this stream okay for you, Wolf? Because I know Ubisoft games are renowned for having that pixelated effect.
Hey driver, you've sped along some amazing shots since the beginning of this playlist. Maybe it's time for a dip. powerboat designed by the Motorfest team is waiting for you at Lai Point. The Proto MK2, slick and agile.
Oh, wrong place. So what's it giving me here? A proto offshore. Oh, there's my first boat race. This was quite difficult in the beta. This was, and that was on the easy setting. So I don't fancy my chances here, but you know, we'll see how we go. Yeah, I did shit at this one in the beta.
Glad to see you're seabound. Careful, it might not look it, but the way the buoys move, the sea is rough. It's time to prove your skills. These waves are not easy to navigate. Full starboard. After that huge rock, there's a killer view of the eastern mountains.
See, I've been left here again.
On a Navy ship? You're brave like a true Hawaiian sailor. Not many know it, but 1,000 years before Columbus stepped foot on the Americas, we were already exploring a country bigger than Russia, Polynesia. The ancestral people of Hawaii found their way using the best kind of GPS, the sky and the stars. I'd say that made us the greatest explorers on the face of the earth, right? Don't mind my pride, because our wayfinding traditions help define who we are. Look to your right. We've come back to Kaneohe. This swell must make fishermen happy. Taste the ama-ama if you can. Simply, oh no.
I only did this one boat race in the beta, and I didn't particularly enjoy the boat race. I know it's only one, but compared to the boat races in the Crew 2, I much preferred those races.
Sure, but the next time, let's sail to the stars on
Unless the
real
different type of
rock.
boats get a little bit better to handle.
Another shipwreck graffiti. Port side. The cruise finishes at Manana, the rabbit island. Don't look for the rabbits though, none left. They were all moved to another place, like a farm or something.
So just under 2 hours stream, we only just hit level 2. Right, so I've just chosen to lower the difficulty again.
Well done. Let's move on to the following event.
So, let me just have another look at if I can spot any obvious... No, so it's still set on expert. Event difficulty 4 out of 5. So if I put the event difficulty down to say 3, that gives you, that lowers the difficulty bonus that you get paid on XP per events. But does it change? As long as it doesn't start changing too many of these, because I don't want the cars and the vehicles to start kind of auto driving and braking and turning. I don't want none of that crap on, like drift assist and corner assist. So we'll knock that down to 3, and then we'll see how we fare. I got an email today when I was at work saying that my Kick, you know Kick, the alternative to Twitch, that my Kick account had been suspended. And the reason for was, hang on, let me see if I can find the email. See, make sure I didn't delete the email. Oh, yeah, there it is. Promoting botting services. So my account was temporarily suspended to a breach of the terms and service. Now, the funny thing is with that, right, is that I signed up for Kick when it first came on the scene just to be nosy, and I followed 3 people on there. And I followed them, but I only ever watched one of them. And I only ever watched him probably 2 or 3 times, tops, that's it. And then I noticed over the course of the last 4 days that I started getting emails saying such a person had gone live on Kick, another person had gone live on Kick. So, and I've had a few attempts where I've had verification codes sent to my email. So somebody's obviously been trying to hack my account, and it looks like somebody did, because it started out all of a sudden out of the blue. Unless somebody else, one of them people, one of those 3 people that I was following, had somehow got my channel infected with a bot when I watched them. I don't know, but I've not used it for months. So I changed my password. I got into the account last night on the app, and there was no option to deactivate the account. So I got onto the app on a web browser. There was still no option to deactivate the account. So I sent them a bit of a stern email back today saying, I believe my account's got hacked. I've hardly used it, like literally 3 times, if that. And it's obviously been hacked, and it's all of a sudden started dropping loads of follows. So, but to be honest, I tried looking last night to deactivate it. So can you just deactivate it? Because I'm probably never ever going to use it. And they emailed me back saying, "Oh, we're sorry to see you go, blah blah blah. But if you're deadly serious, then please remember you'll never get your name back." I'm like, "That's fine. Bye." When it first came on the scene, there was all that talk about, oh, they give you the full cut of the money and all that crap. I thought, oh, that sounds interesting. But then I started seeing things with regards to it being connected to... Is it connected to some kind of gambling? Or is it funded by some kind of gambling sites or something, which is why they can afford to do what they're doing, and they're attracting some big names? Oh, hang on, what's that? Let's just... this is something I never did. Right, see that blinking now on the radar, the minimap? That means there's a loot box somewhere here, and that kept going off when I was playing the beta. But again, I thought, I don't want to really get involved in any of that nonsense, so I'm playing just the beta. But now I've got the full game, we'll go and find one. Oh. So, you have to turn to make sure you're facing in the right direction, and when it's blinking, it means you're facing in the direction. And as the blinking and the beeping gets faster, it means you're getting closer. Oh, I can see it, it's on the beach. I think I can see it. I thought I just saw it. I'm sure I saw something purple on the beach. Must be. Where's this? It's got to be in here. Photo up nearby as well. Rainbow views. Take a picture of the Ford Bronco or YC in its tour edition with Rabbit Island in the background. Oh, it's there. I can see it. It's there. What a weird place to put that. So, when you get close to it, you hold X down. That'll open it. And I think that should give me... Oh, just credits. Normally... Oh, there you go. Engine parts and stuff. Right, now I've got to try and get off here.
The Motorfest has made a gift for a budding sailor. Look in your inventory. The Proto MK2 is now yours.
So how'd you get in your inventory? Ah, there you go. So that's what I've just been awarded. And then I'm pretty sure, let me just go in, customize, upgrade, pro settings. So customize, I'm probably gonna have to wait for the full game to come out because you will get user created stuff in here, but there's already some included. Look at that. Crossplay enabled. You will see liveries coming from all platforms. Yeah, because it's not fully out yet. Like, there's a top 100 there, and there's nothing in it. But once this is out to everybody, there'll be all kinds of awesome designs in here. But for now, oh, hang on, it's going to cost me money, is it? Yeah, you know what? 6,888. Let's have it. What's vanity? Underglows. Again, that's not populated yet, but we got horns. Wow, I don't really want a horn on a boat, do I? To be honest, Wolf, they had it in the last game as well. This livery designer, they had it in the Crew 2. Can't remember if the Crew 1 was the Crew 1's older, but they did have all this in the Crew 2 as well. So it's not the first time they brought this to the table, even though there is quite a lot of game design being brought in from the Forza Horizon stuff.
Elevation. You're about to take in the island from a whole new perspective. The sky. A tourist's dream. But you're no tourist. You're a pilot.
Well, the deluxe version of that I've been looking at comes with both. I'm sure the deluxe version of the game on PSN comes with both maps included and a pass for any additional maps they also add at a later date.
Takeoff. Be warned, this veteran still got it.
So what version of the game have you been playing? The Game Pass version? So I'm getting a plane for this one. This is my first race or job in a plane. So wouldn't it be worth looking for a deluxe version in the Steam store shop? See if that includes everything that deluxe version on the PSN does.
Welcome aboard. Ready for a little tour of the island from the sky? You remember the falls in Manoa Valley? Look, straight ahead.
The planes seem a bit awkward to control compared to the number 2. I don't know if I need to change the setting.
By the way, Kaneohe must be great at this time. Head over the mountains and see for yourself.
Feel a bit twitchy, like you've always got to make minor adjustments.
We're gaining altitude.
And is it the same, the deluxe version, the same on Steam as it is on PSN in terms of it includes the Norway map and any future maps? I think it's got a pass. I think it said something about having a pass.
No lies here. The beautiful Molokai. The next landscape deserves a photo. A suspension bridge over the Kahana State Park. That valley leads to the ocean.
Yeah, reserve pass, so that's going to include any additional ones in your recent it, I think.
There used to be dinosaurs around here.
Would assume and read
Like
that right there.
30 years ago. It was for a little Hollywood movie. But they were there, I swear.
Oh,
Be careful
come
when
on,
you
come on.
dive. You'll pick up speed. Welcome to Wahiava, old seat of government, the area of old called Lihue. You see that huge fruit? The city is the place of the famous pineapple plantation and its giant maze. You could come back here after our trip. This is where the Electric Odyssey playlist begins.
Look at that. Jesus.
The trees are scarce. You are back in the land of Pele. That's the Keck Observatory. Go there when the sun's still low. You simply must immortalize this moment. Oh, mean. Bro, they got graffiti on the floor. That's news to me. Enjoy Kalailoa for a while. I'm afraid we're getting closer to the end of our tour.
Oh shit.
Pu'uloa, the most infamous bay on Oahu. You're gonna want a picture of this. Snap away. Let's start our descent and get ready for the land.
Landing? What?
We're arriving in
Oh, I've got one, thank God.
Last stop of our trip.
Yeah, you can add me to that soon, probably, as well, you know.
Great job, but the journey is far from over.
I've only got to go there. Right, I was gonna fly. I thought the next objective was miles away, but it's not. So I will change into a car.
You've shown
Or
your worth
change back
at
into
flying
my
the
car.
veteran. Now it will fly only for you. The Transport F4U Corsair is yours. A present from the Motorfest.
So Honda Civic Type R fitted edition. Go on then. This is my first proper actual race because I changed the difficulty, and then the next event was the plane.
Aue, pamehana maikala. How oli, mai no ke ola. Ualohe paha oi no Maui. Maui a piki. Maui a ho'opaha I kala. Maui nui a iwa iwa. E ole o Maui. Piha pono ai ke ao. I ka mehana o kala.
Honolulu, the gathering place. This is where I live. Choke things to show you. But we only have time for one race. So, how do you feel about going on a street park tour? Look at this building. It's like the town's welcoming you. You'll see a lot of them in town. All of them with its own style and meaning.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Right, driving in the state capital. Crazy. Pay attention. An amazing mural on your right, too. Kamehadar's art. 2 generations linked by Hawaiian culture. Beautiful. Chee-hoo! The race is getting crazy. Don't miss the next one. Remember Lono? That's him with Kaikilani, the woman he loved.
Oh, I'm sure I'm going the right way then. Yeah, I think it's definitely lowered the difficulty level of the AI, hasn't it? Oh shit, that cost me, that did.
Brad, check out these Hawaiian patterns. Celebrates the oceanic people and all of the great heritage and traveling across the great expanse. Made by my boy, another local, Corey Tom. Here we go again. The festival. I love what they've done here. Another gathering place. So blessed to be with you on this journey. I'm not saying goodbye, but instead, hui ho. We'll surely meet again. The island is not so big.
I need to change that. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Have I just buggered that up and I've got to do it again? See, now look at this. I'll put no for now, because I'm... Oh, it says completed. Right.
What can I do for you, driver?
Oh, I've just started it again, I think. Yeah, I have. We'll do it. In fact, hang on.
Make sure to get your vehicle reward, driver.
Right, here we go. Here we go. Right, so what am I doing currently? What are these? Live competitions? Jesus. So I've done all them. There are side activities as well. Speed traps. But I've done the main thing. That's fast travel, because I think I messed it up by pressing the wrong button at the end of the last event, so now I'm going to get my reward. Here we go.
Is ready to try. Let's go try it.
So, got challenges, playlists. Right, I never did this one on the beta, the Made in Japan.
A playlist is available, driver.
So let's do this one. How far away is it? 3.7. Right, we'll go by plane.
We put this playlist together to give you a taste of Japanese racing culture. Japanese vehicles are a modest dream. These souped-up speeders pack a pile of torque. Spoiler alert! You'll be doing everything from drifting in the mountains to racing heavily customized vehicles. And there's no one better than Japanese speed racers to show you the ropes. You'll get extra detail real soon. But let's head to the container.
How'd you do?
First.
Give me a second. Ah, photo mode is left on the D-pad. Show eyed UI. No. Ah. What's that there? Is that a bird or a glitch? Oh, it's a leaf. Is it? Let's grab a picture of that. Oh, autofocus. There we go. Ah, look at that. Well, what I'm going to do here... Yeah, so I think, apart from that intro event,
Here we go.
where it gives you a taster of the Made in Japan, I think this is the one playlist that I never did in the beta. In full, anyway. Nice Twitch, it's a bit of a grind, isn't it? Get leveling up.
We made sure you discover almost everything the Japanese drivers have to offer.
So we got here, first event available, 6 feats unlocked, 5 photo ops available. So you drive here to get that flashy intro on that screen, and then you've got to go to the actual marker on the map. So I'll tell you what I'm actually going to do here now. Vehicles. So these are the vehicles that I own. So let's go to the shop. Vehicle catalogue, 604 vehicles. How much things cost though? Jeez. Oh. Oh, quad bikes. What the hell is that? Oh, look at this. How much is that? 400,000. My god, this game's going to take some serious grinding. Even that NSX van, look at that. You've just said. Look how much that sucker is. Oof. I'm gonna have to build my money up. Right. Oh, look at these Bentleys as well. Look at these. You can't rotate them. Gutted. Thought you could rotate them. Or can I? No, you can't do it on there either. Just awesome. Oh, I've got Harley Davidson. Let's have a look how much Harley Davidson are. They aren't too expensive. 40 to cruise. Honda. That's 420,000 for that. My God. Wolf for the gifted sub to Vam. Thank you, Wolf. He'll be cursing, you know, you always like. Oh, look at these. Oh, are these free? Because they aren't showing a price. It says it's exclusive reward. Ah. Right, yeah, I've got to get them in game. Get awarded them in game, right, okay. How much are them? My God. Got Land Rover. Got Mercedes. Four before? What four before? Which four before, Van? What brand and stuff? Cadillac? I got the DeLorean. Look at this. DeLorean Monster Edition. Creators? What the hell? Oh my God. Look at that. So Cadillac. Oh, this little Rally Edition Citroen Cadillac, right, Cadillac. Look at that. And look at these Chevrolets. Some nice. Oh, look at this. Some nice vehicles in this. Right, I'm just going to go right to the bottom. Where did I get before? I've got minis. Countryman, mini Countryman. Mitsubishi. That's not bad, I can afford that as well. I'm going to wait until I've grinded some money. We've got kit here. You just knew there's going to be some funky liveries for it, isn't there? And then we've got Smokey the Bandit. Oh, look at there. So RB Red Bull 14. And that's a reward. That says that's a reward. So that's going to be rewarded from doing an event. Renault Megane. 193 grand. That's a reward. I think I remember what event I get that for a reward for as well. It's quite a good event. Yeah, look at that. 492 grand. What the hell? That's 28 grand. Zorius Snowboardy's buddy, thanks for popping by. Ziggy, stop. That's a reward. Oh, Ubisoft Connect. That's a reward for. Jesus. Right, so I'm going to do to travel between events. I'm either going to have, and I'm going to let you guys in chat pick, Harley Davidson or Indian. Oh, hang on, what's that? Oh, that's exclusive vehicle from the Cruise 2, so when I import that in, I'll be able to get that, I think. So, Indian, got one for Indian with VAM. To be fair, I am favouring the Indian just from looking at them. Although, I want a beefy one, I want one of them two, that one or that one. And I think, because of the exhaust alone, I'm favouring this. Oh, it's one apiece. We need somebody with a deciding vote. If not, I'm going to have to toss a coin. Let's have a look at the Harleys. To be fair, the Harleys, they aren't that great, are they? They're not like a Harley chopper, are they? But then I don't know. I want to see if I want to see what the engine sounds like on the Harley. To see if it sounds like what we think it will. I'm only cruising though, Vam. I'm only using it to cruise between the events. Do you know what? Because I like the exhaust on that. Gotta be black. Rims. Gotta be silver rims. Now let's have a customise, see what else I can do. Visual part. Oh, front light, look at this. Front light. think I prefer the main one. Then we've got a front fender. So you can take the fender off. Now we'll keep the fender on. Seat. What's fairing? Oh, that. To be fair, I'm doing all this, and this is going to cost me some bucks as well. You pillar, I haven't been picking them, have I? Thought you do. You pick them and then do them in a job lot at the end. Oh, look at these. What's the default one? That's the default one. It's got to be there. Fork. Yeah, we'll stick with the standard fork. Swing arm. Stick with that. Rims. What did I go with rims? No, we'll stick with the same rims, and that'll do. And then slap that on. So, am I on this bike? I am as well.
We couldn't take you to Japan, so we brought Japan to you. There's a special gathering tonight at the Japanese temple. The start of a whole new experience. Here's what to expect when getting there. A traditional Japanese summer vibe and lots of kyusha cars, meaning iconic, classic, and made in Japan. On top of this, expect some exciting encounters.
Jesus.
That's right. Motorfest has got some killer people to introduce you to an authentic Japanese racing experience. Don't worry, you'll meet them soon enough.
Oh, it's giving me the Honda NSX for the first event van.
よく来たな。その度胸は買ってやる。Sorry you had to wait, kid. Want to show us what you can do? Try this car then. Kiddo, game on. We're going for some proper Japanese street racing. Let's show them, guys.
Gotcha. Got it.
Sure, why not? Motorfest asked us to show you how it's done, but we don't do free tours here. You gotta play your part and give us a bit of a challenge.
No pressure at all.
Yeah, don't scare the kid, brother.
The hell, where's he come from?
Are you familiar with the Honda you're driving? The NSX isn't your regular street car. It was made back in the 90s to stand neck and neck with the likes of Ferrari and Porsche.
You sound just like Shingo. Speaking about
And
Shingo,
Dragon.
you know that if a rookie beats us with his NSX, we won't hear the end of it, right?
I don't even want to think about giving Shingo the satisfaction.
Better focus and win this thing then.
By the way, do you know what NSX stands for?
New sports car experimental.
I wasn't asking you, Hina.
Oh shit, was it? Game.
Wow, see that awesome canyon on the left? Eyes on the road, Hina.
What are they doing? Cutting across the bloody track.
I love that festival mood they set. Feels just like our own traditional festival back home.
Oh, you bastard. If I'd have bumped into him, I'd have had him. Rubbing is racing, Bam. Rubbing is racing.
What a win! The first of many, I am sure.
Right. Just because curiosity is killing me. What's the bundle? Oh, 315 for the bundle. No, so we can have the one. Gotta be black. Black rims. Oh, look at that. Jeez, look at that. That'll do for that now.
Our next stop, Kaneohe. The pack is waiting for you there and is willing to show you some more of the racing culture.
Am I on the Ollie, by the way, or am I on the Indian? I'm on the Ollie. There you go.
Wangan-sen, also called Tokyo Bayshore Route, or Route B, is a famous stretch of highway for street racers. Almost every racer in the 80s and 90s knows about it. In fact, some of the best drivers have pushed their engines on this very road. Even notorious racing groups, like the Midnight Club, cut their teeth here. And that's what slightly inspired our next event.
I was trying to pull a wheelie. Now, I'm not being funny, but what the hell? Right, hang on. Oh, she's doing it now. Before that, she was rogering the seat. Nissan Skyline. Right, let me just have a look at something a minute here. Activities. So playlists. Oh, we've got a bike playlist. Motorsports.
What's up, guys? It's Supercar Blondie. I'm here to make you.
Right, I'm gonna show you before. I'm gonna go off at 10 to watch some TV, but I'm gonna. No, oh, actually, I can't. I was gonna start this, but I don't think I can. So what's that? Cadillac Eldorado. 30 grand. Yeah, I can afford it. Go on then, let's have it. And just for you, Vam.
Playlist cleared and ready for takeoff, driver. Hey, driver, where do you stand on vintage cars? Because you're about to dive really deep into the vintage car culture and witness its evolution. The Vintage Convention will get you to travel through 4 decades, from the 50s to the 80s, and experiment the cars, the vibe, and the engineering advances of each time period. So you better fasten your seatbelt. You're going back in time.
That's just the intro, now I've got to drive
playlist, the
the
question
next
isn't
one.
where you're going, but when. What is next in line? First stop, the 50s. You'll start your voyage into the past with a smooth ride behind the wheel of a Cadillac Eldorado. No guidance system, no fancy electronics, just pure mechanics, so you can enjoy some actual mid-20th century sensations.
So watch this event. I did this event on the beta and I thought it was brilliant. Because this is like a vintage event and you're driving vintage cars, watch what happens when you start the event.
You won't be alone. Kaya Khanna, one of our best mechanic and retro vehicles experts, will accompany you through your time tour. She's passionate, straightforward, and she knows everything about vintage cars. You'll love her.
So on this, they're not races. Look what I've got to do, the objective. Follow the clues. I really enjoyed these events when I played them in the beta. Watch how these work. Thought these were quite different. I think it applies a filter to the graphics as well, so it looks a bit vintage. So watch this now, look. See the photographs, bottom right? I've got to keep an eye out for them So look at the speedo as well. The speedo's changed.
All you gotta do is follow the instructions and enjoy a smooth drive
Here it
to
is.
Hotel
So
Forest. I'm Kai, by the way. I'll be your guide from afar. I'll pick and prep your cars and give you some tips.
So next photo, this one here coming up,
The best part,
is saying I've got to turn left, and if I get the right turning, it ticks.
I'm delighted to meet you. On Motorfest ground, they say you're quite the driver.
Nope, I'm going straight on. Then when I see this tree, got to turn right. Here it is.
That Cadillac you're driving, that's a real piece of history. It was designed at the time to be the finest car money could buy. As you can guess, it's one of the most expensive production cars of its time. Better treat that old lady with all the respect she deserves.
Oh.
Don't miss that next turn on the right. And right again.
So, nope, straight on.
So, what do you think of Hawaii so far? I was born on this island, and I can tell you, there's no other place quite like it. I mean, seriously, look at this natural arch.
Have you got the music on the stream, by the way? Because I've put streamer mode on.
I believe there will be a left turn on the dirt road real soon. Watch for it. This car may struggle a little bit on the way up. Go easy on her. She's not as young as she used to be. Don't worry. Its weight will help you gain some speed and have more fun on the way down.
There must be only certain music tracks then that are
Better downhill.
copyrighted. Because I thought with me exporting this up to YouTube after, I thought I'd better remove the music or it's going to be absolutely useless on YouTube because they'll just mute every part containing music. Right, that is me done for today, so I'm going to throw you all across to Steam, who's doing some Euro Truck. But yeah, that's me done for this quick look at the Crew Motorfest on Early Access. So I'm going to get this raid ready for Steam. Wolf, thank you very much for that sub. And no doubt I'll catch you tomorrow. I am working again for the rest of the week now, apart from Thursday. But my day on Thursday is a bit chopped up because I've got to go doctors again. So I'll try fit a stream in if I can, but I don't know. I'll play it by ear. So I'm going to love and leave you there. And I'll see you in Steam channel. Catch you later, guys.